Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Pure forces Sheer back, so Sheer immediately teleports and immediately starts backing. This is not quite equitable.
Yeah, I think it was
to
mostly...
turn up the heat. Tien and Xiaohu headed up top.
You see the pings coming on out. Jue's not quite in the area. He should know with this Realm Warp coming.
See ya, bro. You have no shot getting out of this one. They throw everything in the kitchen sink, and Xiaohu gets first blood.
All right, let's see these plates. Terror coming on first, but they're losing a massive wave bottom lane for this.
It looks like they want the fight here. Now, Xiaohu's on the weak side of the pincer, but FPX is losing out on some HP. Dragon goes the way of FPX, but here comes a big engaged Wei, not getting anything on that Pop Blossom. And now Shadow finds himself in a bit of trouble. He's forced to flash away. He's got to use his ultimate to get out of there. It ends up being a 1-for-0 for Weibo.
Okay, well now they can chase him out of the top side. They can get this Inception and kind of coming into the league. This will also be Weibo grabbing themselves first turret of the game. Let's see if Breathe can survive this. This is 3 members.
This is going to be so tough. Care finally going to drop that ultimate down. They will be able to find the kill. He will get it himself. Now they're going to look to at least trade turrets here. Tien with a nice flash with the wind becomes lightning and goes on to Shadow. Hung coming through as well. Lands the quickness onto one. But Shadow will be able to dodge out the wind becomes lightning, but Tien will clean it up. That means Hong is going to die. Sheer teleports in. Shui off to the side now as FPX are looking to make some plays, and they even up the kill score.
Wait, they just got 3 kills for free like that? They traded turrets and maybe even trading down here as Xiaohu has been playing the map so much better. Took the top lane tier 1, shifted into mid so that they can make this investment around the bottom side of the map. FPX,
they're going to drop the Rift Herald with their 3 grubs. And now what's FPX going to do? Are they going to just stand there and wait? We're going to see Tien get in the Rift Herald, knock down the turret. Here comes the turnaround. Is Shadow going to go in? Hung going to land the charm onto one member. They will easily take him out, but it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Now Weibo looking for a little bit more here. His Care is forced away. Does have that ultimate. He's to get that good damage. Xiaohu with the flash right on top of Care. He is able to spirit rush out of there, but that means that Weibo will have control and will take the dragon.
And that is so many summoner spells as well so far. Xiaohu having a miraculous Rise performance.
Yeah, he's been playing so good right now as Weibo going to look to knock down the spot. Tier 1 turret. Sheer trying to do what he can to clear. He is going to drop the ultimate, and here comes Shadow. Pop Blossom only lands onto Hung, but they root him up and take him down. They will get Kare's TP out as well. This being a double kill after Tien went down as well. Yeah, it's so hard though because Breathe's Tier 1 turret is still up. Looks like Shadow's going to have to try to sneak in, but meanwhile, look what's going on in the mid lane. Shui in a lot of trouble, gets knocked up, but the damage is going to be there. The clone not quite going to be enough to fool them as Tien will pick them off. And now 36 seconds till this dragon. FPX has to do something.
There's no Baron. So it's going to be some jungle camps. Weibo are about to explode in terms of how much gold they're about to have.
Yeah, this is not worth it, and it really comes down to they weren't able to find a Breathe up top, right? Shadow wasn't able to make that impactful play.
And their level. It's supposed to be their weight in this game here. Care has to be showing a little bit of caution.
He did not show enough care, bro. Charm goes down. He is going to burn his ultimate. Maybe a turnaround, though, as Tien has to pop his ultimate to try to live. But Shadow gets in there. The Realm Warp gets Xiaohu a little, just tries to fake them out, but he doesn't get close, actually. So FPX, they get a pick. Now Baron's up. I don't know.
This is very fake though. They cannot contest for this. They just again used 3 ultimates and 3 summoner spells, right? Like that was for a single kill onto Tien. There's no objective for them to take. They'll get maybe a top lane wave for Sheer. I feel like Sheer needs to be paying them back tenfold for what's been happening. Awesome's gonna have to lose his flash. Yep. All right. Xiaohu trades his. I mean, Shadow doesn't have his summoner spells. Wonderful dodge.
Oh man, Care is just getting machine gunned down right now. Hong trying to get in there. He's going to burn his flash too, just for the knock up onto the one, and he will find it over on the side. Sheer in trouble. Light wants a piece of the action. And FPX will be forced off. And again, Hong, nothing spectacular, but getting the dirty work done.
I mean, him and Xiaohu have been Weibo as Breathe was chasing Sheer off, made him use his flash at the same time. So many over investments coming in from FPX.
All right, Breathe is going to have to fight out this 2v1 right now, but he could just try to walk away if he wants. Shui going to get in there. The Pop Blossom's going to land. Breathe not able to sustain himself through. That means Xiaohu's going to have to teleport. A lot of pings coming down onto this Baron.
Yeah,
their shtick.
Measure of success.
Yeah. I mean, the most impressive thing that Shear's done this game is he used his ultimate to clear 4 minions to get the turret online
Yeah.
in that bottom side fight. And I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but he, again, has not done anything as you rightly pointed out. Now, Weibo looking for full control over on this top side. This Baroned up siege minion going to go and try and knock down this turret. As Weibo quickly realized, oh, we're getting hit by the turret.
This is fine though. You're trading turrets on the opposite side of the map. It was Hong using his ult. So as long as they can control and potentially fight on this wave, ultimate from Care is going to recall.
Oh, Sheer! Sheer's got to use his ultimate to try to get out, and he does. The turret will fall, and FPX cannot get close to Weibo. They're team fighting. They just can't pull the trigger ever.
All right. Look, still, all things considered, 2 for 1 in turret trades in favor of Weibo. It's gold for the time being. We're getting into a point in the game where gold is going to matter a little less, especially with item slots being taken up, especially with how expensive these items start to be later in the game, and how gold tends to be kind of placed in different members and different roles. But control the bottom side, very important.
Shadow's just
what are
dead.
we doing?
Why? Why are we there? Weibo Gaming, pick him off, and now we'll start with the man advantage.
They were trying to walk on over with ult. I feel like that's a waste. Now it's just going to be free time for Weibo. They get the mid inhibitor.
Let's see if they go for the top one or they take it bottom here. Shadow up in about 8 seconds. It looks like Weibo will move bottom to go link up with Breathe. They still have this Baron, but it is going to expire. There's a nice power play for them. About 4,000 gold up. And FPX are running out of real estate quickly.
Okay. They hit 3 items. Level 16 for
I don't
Care.
think you're going to get anything for it.
Oh, Hung with this massive flank,
this
though.
is so sick. Oh, no. Oh, wait, he missed the torn. Okay, he does land the knockup, but Zhao really can't get close. Hong misplaying hard there. The game he's largely played okay.
Well, I mean, now FPX are just late to this, right? Like, I think the identity from FunPlus Phoenix was that, okay, we're going to push on top wave for 1 more wave, we're going to get Breathe to kind of sit under his turret, and then we're going to hopefully reconnect with the rest of our team in the blue side jungle of Weibo so that we can move into mid and stop these inhibitor minions, or these super minions from crashing into our base. Global red buff, great. But
nice.
You're still so much fog of war here.
Right.
Observers were toggling it before, and they're doing it here again. There is no vision. Kare's going to have to TP for this play. I mean, this Baron should be going down. It's already dead.
Yeah, they have to get in really quickly. Knockup is going to be there. Hong doing a great job keeping Shadow out. And they will be able to get their Rakan out of there, too. Now, FPX really want to get in, but a Realm Warp, it leaves Tien behind. They left Tien behind to die, but he stands tall and kills Awesome. Zhui going to get in there. Pop Blossom on 2. Tien is still alive, but he finally falls. And over on the backside, Sheer has to run away. Zhui has to run away, but he can't as they take him out, too. And a teleport onto the mid lane from Xiaohu.
They're going to try and end the game here. Light is searching. Light will find Sheer. Teleports are finishing. It is going to be a Baron here for Xiaohu. He has 3 grubs. His team is going to reinforce him on this next mid lane wave. FPX, it is 20 seconds before the next available member is going to be up to defend the base.
It's not possible. Care has gone golden. He flashes away. The first turret will fall. Shadow's got a flash too, but his GA gets popped. Care in the fountain, and the Nexus will fall. Weibo Gaming finally get their fight win and take game 1.
Frontline alongside Hung on this champion, so hopefully for Weibo, they're going to be able to slow down fights, really dictate when FPX can do anything. My worry here, though,
relatively healthy on the bottom lane here.
Though.
Yeah, I don't. This is going to be tough. Let's see what Hong can do here. Headbutt, pulverize. Zhui going to go down.
Oh,
Light
God.
ends up taking a lot of damage, but the turret does so much here. It is a double kill for the Misfortune and a well-played like that. Chad was like, decision time. Dive bot lane, recall, buy your Faded Ashes, or, you know, do something else. And speaking of something else, Tien, I think a little bit chippy there. 1v3, and will rightly lose his flash.
On one hand, I think you can make an argument that, like, Tien's is like, yeah, that could have potentially been the feats of strength going over to them. But they use the priority of this Misfortune we talked about during draft, the amount of movement speed you get access to.
Right. Yeah, Zhui's just on the wrong side right now. Here comes Tien. He'll go take him down. Does have the reset. Doesn't look like he'll go for anything more here, although Xiaohu is coming through.
In a massive flank, and nobody from FPX knows that he is here.
All right, his teleport is showing up. Here's Care. More teleport's coming through as this dragon kind of losing its patience a little bit here, but not a full reset yet. Oh, resets for a hot moment. Can Tien get in there? No. And then he gets knocked up. And knocked up again. He's got to go invulnerable. Flash over the wall. Zhui and Sheer in the back line. They find the kill. Fade sealed.
Wow.
Gonna land onto Just Hung. But who is going to sleep? We've put Breathe to sleep. The full time coming through. Not doing a whole lot to Sheer. They're looking for a little bit more, but it looks like they won't get it. Just a simple 1-0. But FPX securing their second dragon.
Shout out from Hong. That flash actually just saved Light's life.
It's kind of difficult to do that. Oftentimes we'll see teams just be like, hey, we're going to give up this objective. We'll take gold elsewhere. But that has not really been Weibo's MO.
Awesome.
Getting a nice engage here, but because he used the Valkyrie, that means that Tien will be able to come in. The dogs are barking.
Why?
And he flashes too. That's not great.
We could have flashed at least one of the Darkened Daggers, maybe set up for our play. He traded both of his summoner spells. He chunked out Light, which he thought, hey, like this is a timer. She's walking up on the wave. I don't know where their enemy team is. This is a fantastic time to pull up an awesome graphic. Just way too aggressive, and now Weibo gets to make this play onto Care.
Okay. Oh, Care flashes too. Tempo it against the wall. It looks like with Hung being able to tank things up, the shockwave getting used. Weibo making some quick plays in solo lanes. So
Well,
their engage is stymied here. A teleport coming down onto the mid turret. It is going to be the Scion, so it looks like Sheer won't really be in too much danger. It does mean that the mid tier 1 falls. Play in the bottom lane first here. They're going to at least clear out the wave. They're going to use the bowling ball. They're going to use the Rift Herald too. Breathe is on an island right now. It's going to be a 4v1. Hung has come through. He's a little too far away. The turret will fall. All out, taking him over the wall. The headbutt too toward the teleport.
Awesome, no!
Awesome trying to get out of there, and he'll fall to Breathe. The bullet time does get canceled. Teleport coming in, and Weibo all of a sudden have a man advantage. And the dragon is started by them. Shadow looking to chase down Hong. He has a nice flash. He's going to get put to sleep. Just him. Shockwave coming through.
Oh,
it doesn't
Dwayne.
stop Zway for the moment as the Fate Sealed comes through as well. And Breathe is going to get melted. No, he gets shielded and finds a way out. But Shadow always looking for more. On the backside, Tien trying to get it done in a 2v1 here. While Xiaohu finds Shadow. Light is still standing. And now Tien going to set his sights on Zway. Hits him with the Darkened Daggers. Looking for a little bit more. The second dagger doesn't quite land, but Rel is very slow right now. Care trying to make it to the blast plant, and Zhui says, I'm sorry, my mid laner. I'm going to survive here. A double kill on the back end for Light. A dragon for Weibo, and the game falls apart for FPX.
And Weibo might have just completely... We're just looking to trade turrets on the opposite side of the map. The problem that I have with this from FPX, they were a team that we said from draft, your spikes on 1 and 2 items, especially for like a Lilia, a Yone especially, awesome with his 2 items, is going to be very strong. But if you're behind that curve, if you're not really kind of matching or trying to put your opponents behind, they're down of any area that they want, and then you have an Orianna to just say, look, you ever walk into this chokehold, you die. If you walk into this spot of the map, you die. Tien needs to be very careful.
All right, we're trying to put him to sleep. Oh, he's going to get caught by the Fate Seal. Nobody's around to save him. And the kill goes over to Shadow. The Otacon has been started up, but Weibo, they can still scrap a little bit. Looks like they might have a split focus here.
No, they're going to get
they're
this
actually
up.
just backing
Yeah,
off here.
They can't contest this. Like, there's literally nothing for them to play for. Now they have to play from a really awkward choke here.
All right, they're still going for it. Maybe an opportunity for Xiaohu to do something big. Zhui goes in and goes down. Now Breathe on the backside. He's going to force the flash out. It's a 4v4, but Hung is going to run out of his ultimate real soon and is going to get real squishy once again. Now it's the Dragon down to about 9,000 HP, but Weibo want a piece of this right now. Xiaohu is ready to make a play. Let's see it. Xiaohu shockwave going down and only lands onto Sheer. And here comes Shadow. The flash is forced out as Care managed to get over the wall with that Q3. Both objectives going to FPX.
Yeah, 3rd rank into that shockwave. And if his entire goal right now is we're just going to try and one-shot someone with this, I think that's a perfectly fine tool for you to be looking for. And Weibo, they have first track into mid lane. It was a pretty big investment coming in from FPX to try to defend their mid-tier 1, or their top lane tier 1. Now they get the flash. They traded flash from Hung onto Care. I think they'll take that.
Okay, but Hung's going to get knocked up on the backside here multiple times. In fact, he is still really thick, but he's not able to wait himself out. Shockwave only lands on 1, but it's a good buffer from Care. He slides out. Light dies on the side. Multiple members of Weibo are asleep, and now they're getting corralled like sheep. Tien has to flash over the wall. Breathe is starting to bleed out. On the other side, Corki got a second kill. And this is a huge win for FPX as they will find 3 and they will head to the Baron.
Well, that fight around the Dragon may now need to make magic happen
5v2.
around this Baron.
Let's see it happen. Xiaohu has the damage though, and they're getting corralled. Trying to get on to Xiaohu, but they end up setting their sights on Tien. Remember, the shield's going to be a little bit bigger too as Tien manages to find Shui, and they force them off. It was a really smart teleport from Xiaohu, and Weibo Gaming hanging tough, not letting this go. And now they're going to take the blue buff too, as FPX are forced completely off. Sheer is tanky, but he still takes a lot of damage from Xiaohu.
Damn, they stopped them on the Baron. They might even be able to start this themselves. Misfortune's coming on through.
They're burning a
Teleports
TP. Yeah, here we go.
FPX, they stayed too much time on the map. It should have been their recall and a masterful gambit from the mid-jungle duo of Weibo. Now grab themselves a masterful objective.
Yeah, they thought they would be able to win the 5v2. They said, we don't care about Xiaohu's teleport. But again, it's this really powerful Orianna. The Baron's going to fall, and Hung is about to go on to Care and make this a problem. Here we go, locked on is Tien, and Care will go down. Another nice pick as Weibo thrust themselves back in a winning spot.
They're going to also take this top lane tier 1. Good bounce back coming in from Weibo, not getting dragged down into some of the mistakes that are coming in. And this Baron buff is going to last the entire duration, plus some, for this dragon spawning in a minute. FPX, they need to make this next play. That was the Storm Surge proc. That's not even the entirety of Xiaohu's kit being dropped onto Jui, and he's already half HP.
Yeah, it's QW. Remember, Orianna real powerful at this stage in the game right now. 7,000, 6,000 HP as he's hunting around. You can see Shadow getting chunked out too. It's going to be so hard. They're going to get on to Xiaohu here. And Xiaohu with a nice snappy flash. He is going to be put to sleep, but he's in a really safe spot. He does get knocked up down to half HP. Sheer trying to do his thing in the pit as the Dragon gets lower, but Shadow can't get close. It's a zoning bullet time, and it's a secured Dragon for Weibo Gaming, and now they're going to look for Awesome next as Tien is in the thick of things, and they will take out the AD carry. They will take out Shui. Shadow will go golden, but he'll fall all the same. 4 for nothing for Weibo.
Thick of it, and everybody knows Weibo is absolutely smashing here. They're going to break their 6 series losing streak, and they're going to potentially now end the game 2-0 up in the series.
The skid is over. They have finally gotten off the slide. Now let's see what they can do moving forward. They will cap this game off with an ace. They will win a game that, yes, again, wasn't completely clean. But
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
At this point, like, I know it's early, but 4.5 minutes, not much else has happened. Both of our AD carries have decided we're picking up Coles instead, and my jungler doesn't even decide to do any of his topside camps. He just straight up recalls, buys a pickaxe, and is looking for, oh my god, leave.
Okay, leave. The flash arrow lands. Much more.
It is just going to be JDG pushing for mid control.
And NIP gonna finish off this Dragon as Aki solos it up. We don't see too much on the other side. We see the crab.
Well, just how effective their ultimates are. I mean, Talia doesn't even land the stun here, so Shun still steals it. Jesus Christ.
He still gets it. That's tough. And now the hook lands onto Aki here. Aki ignited. His ultimate's going to wear off very soon. The question is, can JDG actually get to him to land the seismic shove onto PP God? Do have a lot of damage, but Doinby is coming through and is now going to target out the Nautilus here. Missing will go down, and Doinby looking for that perfect execution on the Scout. Scout's got a flash, but Doinby makes the play happen. It's a double kill for him. The bullet time on the backside is only going to hit the blue buff. Teleport coming in as Shun wants a piece of Leave. Allah shows up, and the Equalizer will cut them off, and Leave knows he's going to go down. With Doinby in a rock and a hard place, the reset onto Shun as well means that it's a double kill for Shun on the back end.
All right, but Fates of Warfare still going over, and Solo Kill being able to grab at least a little bit more damage on this bottom lane. That'd be really a pretty big game breaker for them. Top laners aren't going to be joining as Solo Kill is trapped right now, but look at how Doinby is marking this Talia.
This is great. And now Doinby is going to be able to get around. Maybe he finds a way onto Blaze, perhaps, or even Shun. As he wants to go in, he's going to target out Missing here. Missing will hook the wall, but Doinby will follow and will be able to take him down. The Dragon goes over to NIP as well.
I just feel
coming up to this Herald. Shun already doing well to try to clear out some vision. We're gonna land a hook onto PP God here. Just for a little bit of damage. Pays is untouched right now. Teleport coming in as the engage goes on to missing. Good ultimate from Aki too. He's gonna get knocked up, but Pays is putting down so much. His bullet time to keep leaving PP God away. And they can't help out Aki, and missing lives on a thread.
that should have been a win.
Scout's going to take his back now as Shuna's going to put down the Rift Herald. 3-0, 2 items for him. A really strong point for JDG to try to fight. Rift Herald's crashing to come in and take out that mid-tier one. Seeing Doinby on the bottom side, matching Ala for right now. He is going to hit level 12 off that wave. Does have a Seeker's Arm Guard too for this potential fight. If I'm NIP, I want to fight ASAP. Leave another mispositioning issue. Force the flash away.
I think that's fine though. He didn't know Talia was there, and that's a good dodge.
All right, we're going to land the ultimate down onto the Scion. Big knockup is there too. Missing low, goes down, but the bullet time is going to start ripping through. Solo kill. He's forced to flash
Shun's
away.
dead?
Shun getting the extra shield and getting the kill onto Alistar. And Doinby couldn't be there.
That's lose out big time. A fantastic pick from Scout turns into Lee's flash, which then sets up for the secondary engage. So they get all of these summoner spells out from the Ninja's Pajamas. They'll have the Dragon, which stops them from the soul stacking potential.
So it was a good shout by you. Scout did a great job of making sure that he was out of vision. As we're looking picture in picture, we're actually fighting here.
Scout's just getting owned. I mean, sure, like he goes down. I'm looking at this though, like people step up and be a 1v9 carry. Oh my god, the wireframe just barely showing him, and he's not in vision either. Gonna go
no!
for it.
Yeah, Scout got tagged. You're going down here, buddy. He flashes, and Doinby, with perfect execution, able to get out, force the flash into Ala. But the question is, will he be able to survive? It does not look like it. It'll be big money over to Ala.
But this is still very good for JDG. They're forcing out the flash. Doinby still does go down. JDG could walk into this side of the map, and Scout could teleport. It'd be a 4-on-4. They could potentially wait for Doinby as well. Doinby's coming up in 10 seconds.
All right, let's see. Should we walk in? He's on a ward right now. It's down to about 3,000 HP and getting lower. PP God going to be the one to give his life for it. He will fall. Scout TPing in, maybe looking for a cheeky Weaver's Wall, perhaps. Shun is going to keep going. The ultimate does land onto missing, but it won't go over Shun because of his W.
Okay. JDG are going to look for more, though. Going to at least get a turret for themselves.
Doesn't land. Oh, no, they're just going to go all in on Leave. They left Leave all alone, and he will fall. Minion Wave does get cleared out,
Here
but
we
the pressure
go.
is on right now. Teleport coming in from Doinby on the other side. Meanwhile, Aki and Soul Kill trying to survive. Ultimate coming through with a big 3-man knockup. Doinby has got to get in there. He finds one, but it's so hard for him to do anything. Oh my god, he finds two. And now he's gone golden, and some of them are low. But it's Shun who is full HP. Super carry Shun gives the kill over to Scout.
Man, this is so impressive. I am really
out has been so good, and now they're looking to make plays happen. Solo kill on the backside here. Maybe looking to get onto Ala. He's going to knock up Ala. Doinby trying to burst him out, but now maybe goes over to Scout. Doinby to use the Shroud for a little bit of cover, as Ala's going to take a lot of damage. On the other side, Aki is going to go down. No, flashes over, lives for right now, but Doinby ends up dying. 2 for 1 for right now, and it's really looking like it's all JDG on the other side. Leave has to deal with the dog again, and Shun finds a way to live.
That's 4 for 1, and maybe even look at, I know Scion actually died. That's a 5 for 1 from JDG. They could say, you can have all the grubs, you could take the first kills, hell, you can have all those early objectives as well. We're going to play our mid game so much better. 2 turrets, a full-on ace, and they even are able to take the dragon. JDG are absolutely slamming this game number 1.
That last fight put them in a good spot, but this fight called game and really put it out of reach. In the blink of an eye, it went from 500 gold to 7,000, 7,500 even for JDG as they turned it on. Shun feeling desperate. Listen, I'm trying to give this guy an excuse, man. He played it early so well.
So, let's see it. NIP, now you get to walk in. You're missing your Alistar ultimate. You're missing the Scion engage. Let's hope you can get into this pit. This Baron is still going down.
It's blind. Aki is just trying to get over. He gets it. He times it well. but Shun will secure the Baron. Now Aki is stuck in the pit without a chance. He goes down. Missing will be able to flash out on the other side as Solo Kill gets slowed up and Pays is strutting around. Equalizer goes down along with the bullet time to finish off Solo Kill. And now Shun gets in there looking for more. PP God goes down. Leaf goes down. Doinby, the lone survivor, but even he will go down. An ace in the game for JDG.
Wow, just an impressive show from the jungle spot here as JDG early invades with this Nefiri, finds multiple different skirmishes, and Shun having an MVP level performance here from this Nefiri.
His early game pathing was so sublime. Yeah, he wasted a little bit of time here and there, but it was still just that good to propel himself. And then once he got those 2 kills, it was off to the races. That's where Aki is going to have the game on his shoulders. Having an impactful early game, making sure that he is at least matching the Vi, or he's making the play first to ensure that...
Very clever from him getting the taunt plus the Justice Punch to proc it. Still, yeah, like you said, does have his flash taken away, but Galio has enough mobility that I think he's not too hurt about it. And this is going to be the Dragon now being started here.
Uh-oh. The minions, the Maiden, the shields, the slam of the shovel, and first blood to Solo Kill.
Hey, look, he's pulling off his namesake. He had not only in terms of a plate going over, but also, I think, relieving pressure and at least preventing JDG from making another play with their Shen ultimate.
Uh-oh, here comes Scout on the way down, and Shun is going to have the Shen come through on him, and they're going to make a play onto Aki. Galio coming in. As Aki will secure the blue buff, the triple taunt is out. So is PP God coming through as well. Missing only landed the taunt onto one after the handshake. Leaf flashing away, going on to Missing. The Timbers came down to try and stop Leaf. Meanwhile, the fight's so broken. Allah is going to be able to dash out as well as Shun. And somehow, some way, it's a 1-for-0 in favor of JDG.
Look at Malignance potentially on the cards here for Scout, who will have access to his teleport, but not having your completed item in mid.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, where to go for the play? It was a solid enough handshake, but Leave will bleed out. PP God cannot help him enough.
He didn't even get to buffer it. He didn't use his I think his charge got stopped in the middle of his jump, so, I mean, Leave gets caught out. That's a huge win for JDG. Usually it is impossible to try to find Tristana, especially because you have a Renata right next to her. Allah knows, well, hell, they're not going to play for this Dragon, so I might as well just back up. I might have to just give this entire turret to to NIP. And that'll be at least one Dragon going over.
Somehow, some way, Lee finds a way to die in some really strange situations. Love that you pointed out Solo Kill doing his thing, almost 1,000 gold lead. Right now, it feels like JDG don't have an answer to this guy. We're seeing an IP walk up here as Shun decides he wanted to take a Q in. Missing will get stunned, take a little bit of damage, but nothing more than that. As it looks like these teams are fishing for a fight, Leave is going to engage onto Pays, and he's going to get knocked up himself. What a flash by Shun as well. And the feats of warfare go to JDG, and Pays once more out of the fight, but he goes right into a taunt, into a knockup, but he's got Allah to help him out. Flash taunt lands, but the ultimate from PP God means that nobody else can follow up Allah. The Blast Cone knocks Doinby off to the side, but JDG cannot push further, and Solo Kill gets the turret.
Hey, we'll take that though. NIP, they put a lot into that top lane. Solo Kill now, that bad, right? Like Shun is just up like over 600 gold. Galio's always going to be more relevant in a game, especially just his base kit. So it's going to be tough for Scout to really find too much advantage here. You got to see this. I think the big thing that I'm noticing right now is the experience differential. See this play onto Allah.
Allah with a nice taunt there, and Galio is going to come in as well to try to help out the rest of NIP. And Shun realizes, I cannot help you, Allah, but he goes in on the backside here, trying to take down Aki, heals up a little bit, manages to find the kill. PP God and Missing going to meet each other here, and Shun is going to get back onto the turret, but gets flashed on and taken down by Solo Kill. And now Missing is stuck on an island here. He gets taunted next, but Doinby dies at the turret.
Wow. That was really well played from Missing. This is why his Rakan is feared, by the way. He
on the top side of that, but the Dragon coming in about a minute. Solo Kill is going to show up down to the bot lane and finish what he started and take down bot tier 1. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Pays getting hand shook, but he gets big. Shields and Scout comes in over the top as well. And JDG, all of them just show up to the party. And Aki goes down too. It's a 2-0 for JDG. They have the Rift Herald. They're ready to try to break this game open.
You said it was a hands check, but for who? Pace didn't even use any of his summoner spells in that. He just walked up, he took damage, he's like, I know you do not have any deeps like that. My team is right next to us. Hell, we get a freebie here. Solo kill respawns or resets, gets himself a completed Spear of Shojin, but Pays and the rest of JDG just got paid. They're a lot weaker of a team. He was already starting to show those glimpses of not missing a beat from his time on JDG. Pays has been really impressive.
Flash taunt all the way over there. We're going to try to go over the top with Aki as well. And he dodged out on Scout's stun. Scout will go down, and NIP make a quick play on that Annie.
How much more can they get, though? They're losing access to mid. NIP will be able to grab themselves the dragon, but there's really no stacking. We're at 18 minutes, and this is their second dragon for the Ninjas in Pajamas. They lose another mid wave. Solo kill right now is 3,000 gold over his opponent at 19 minutes. We literally just saw this in the LTA with Fudge versus, it was Thanatos and Whippo. That was a crazy matchup. This time it's on the Yorick. I don't know if he's going to have necessarily the same level of impact as a Renekton, but, I mean, there's not very many, like, mobile carries from the side of JDG, and he might be forcing out ultimates from someone like Pays, or even someone like side of the map with Kaisa and the Vi. Feels like it is very easy for JDG to just take this kind of objective, and especially with them having priority in mid, they basically can just keep bouncing between this wave and playing around this topside objective.
My goodness. I hate Yorick. I hate playing against
him. Oh, we're teleporting for this. Hell yeah.
Guess who hates Yorick too? JDG. As they show up, and they're going to throw everything at this guy. Nice dodge of the taunt there, so Allah is forced out. Just going to try to buy as much time as he can, but NIP can't really get anything on the other side.
Okay, that's a kill though. NIP are just now getting back to their waves.
Otacon has been started up here. Missing is trying to make sure that members of NIP
guys.
stay away. Are looking to take this one out. They do. The teleport is coming in. Here comes Aki. He's knocked up over on the side. Shun going all the way in over onto solo kill. Meanwhile, Allah tanking up a lot of damage. Here comes the ultimate from Renata, but an immediate cleanse from Pays, but he's forced away. Leave's going to hop in. Pays drops his ultimate, and they manage to find him anyway. Pays and Missing are so good. Scout with a stun on the backside means that Aki will bleed out in the bush, and PP God will fall too. That is an ace for JDG.
They only lose Allah, and goddamn, man, I want to watch that replay again because Missing played that fight incredibly. Very few of the summoner spells used from JDG. They get the Otacon, they'll grab a top lane tier 2 as well, and they absolutely dominate NIP in this game number 2. Lane movements. Solo kill, unfortunately, is not going to be able to split enough before this game becomes untenable for NIP.
Yeah, that bailout, it could have made this a different game, Hulk Battery. You know, Leave would have maybe been able to get a reset after the shield fell off Pays, but not to be had. Down on the bottom side, JDG making their camp set up in the bottom jungle. They take out bot tier 1, they're going to take out the dragon next.
This is just clean. This is exactly what we need to see from NIP, or from JDG, I should say. A very dominant game against, again, a bottom team here in the league, but I didn't want any kind of maybes around JDG coming in, and they're just going to absolutely wreck solo kill. He actually escapes with a dark procession and a flash. Very well played for him to be able to survive.
Yeah, they got the maiden.
Even pick out Shun.
Okay. Hey, you know, Baron's up in 28 seconds. I don't think this really means a whole lot there, but it's relevant. We'll see how desperate NIP elects to get.
But Pays is incredibly fed. There's a stand united. Shun is only just now leaving the base. This could be their objective to take.
Yeah, they're going to even commit the full teleport, not the stand united. Here comes the ultimate from Renata over on the backside. They're going to go set their sights onto Galio right now as Noembi will be able to get out. The Baron will go over to NIP. Missing on the backside, maybe looking for a cheeky play. Doesn't have his ultimate. Knocks up Leave on the buffer, but shoots him back. But Missing will survive. Now Shun looking for a little bit more. He's going to target out Leave, and Pays gets in there too. And they find a kill. A nice cleanse for Pays, and over on the other side, Allah with the taunt. Scout over the top. Missing, and Pays still alive. Take out Aki. Ace NIP. Who needs Barrett?
And it's a clean one at that. Nice minor errors. But you just look at the difference in the AD carries right now. Paze has been, and by far, is standing out to be potentially our best AD carry in the league. And I know I have been arguing for Leave to maybe be in that top 3, but just every game.
Point in the game, you talked about it, Paze certainly in contention for one of the best AD carries in the LPL. He is certainly playing like he wants that #1 spot.
Yep.
Aki gonna try to protect against a lot of the damage that's getting put down by Scout, by Paze. It's just so hard. They're getting squeezed so badly.
Well, let's see how they put the finishing touch.
Kill him. But how many autos did they get on that bottom turret? Not that many. You know, Paze, for as great as he is, can't change the range of Kaisa, well, mostly because he doesn't have rapid fire. But what they can do here is they can go and pick off PP God. He is so low. Paze gets to the backside, and he rips apart and forces Leave out too. And the flash taunt onto Aki, and that's what JDG needed. Another big fight win.
And now they'll be able to even teleport and stop Yorick. They can protect their mid-tier 1. I mean, hell, it was a great attempt coming in from NIP to try to stop that. But now, Scout's teleporting. Doinby, you better run, brother. You better hope that phase rush is putting in work.
You can run, but you cannot hide from Paze and Scout and JDG as they move to the Dragon.
I mean, hell, welcome NIP to the home arena. It'll be a swift 2-0 here coming into the night. And with this win, JDG will lock up a spot in top 4, which means that BLG and Invictus Gaming are fighting for the very last spot for an auto bid into playoffs. And this melts incredibly quickly, especially with a 5-item Kaisa. Look at him, he has completed items. He also now has Navori Flicker Blade, so he's going to have every single one of his abilities up that much quicker. Finally, it is a mid-tier 1 falling an objective bounty going over to NIP, but now with the Baron, they should just be, I think they're really, the problem that they're kind of running into is they do have some shorter range champions, so it is very hard for them to siege. They actually need NIP to fight them if they want, or just, hey, just give them mid-tier 1 or mid inhibitor for free. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? Hey, listen, you know what? Scout does have Flash available as well as Tibbers, so maybe that is what they could also use in order to really break this game and end it. They will be able to take out that inhibitor. They are going to go link up with Ala in the bot side and look to just kind of keep things nice and mellow and maybe even get that bottom inhibitor.
Well, the problem now is that this Baron, you see in the top left, that's 213. Top right, 220 for the Dragon. So either the Baron ends the game, or JDG take all of NIP's base, then they move over and grab themselves Infernal Soul, reset and end. I don't think they're going to give NIP that chance. I think they're going to be looking to push on 2 lanes and look to take a 2-0 here in the series.
Shouldn't be that hard, but they have to finish it. You can see already Leave getting chunked out pretty hard as Paze really just not afraid of whatever NIP is going to throw at him. All right.
It's a zoning ult. It's a zoning ult. He's earned
it.
Missing has played this game so well.
It's a zoning leap. Knock up there. See, all right, we're going in. We are trying to end the game. Paze cleanses it, gets to the back line, rips the health bars apart.
Barrett,
He's got a quadra kill.
Penta.
Run him down! Run him down! Even
Give it to him!
Aki's flashing away. Flash, taunt, pentakill for Paze, and he earned every bit of it this game.
Finally, they have given him a pentakill. There have been so many pentas stolen by Shun, stolen by Scout. It is finally his to take here. I think this is our 7th LPL.